You? Here? How extraordinarily rare. To what do I owe the honor?
Enough, Berel. Did you speak with Feng?
I'm not one to keep an eye on the comings and goings of your retainers.
Did you speak to her?
So much fuss about nothing.
You know very well what she is to me, and what she'll be soon.
If the prince authorizes it...
It's only a matter of time.
I sincerely hope so. I ran into her recently, it's true, but we hardly said a word to one another.
Stop it right now. I know you saw Feng, right here. I already told you not to speak to her again.
Come again?
Don't try to deny it. You spoke to her.
Fine, she came here. I don't see what the problem is.
What exactly is driving you?
Unlike you, I don't try to control the lives of those around me. Feng still enjoys a certain degree of freedom, doesn't she, to choose whom she sees? We ran into each other by accident, and we didn't speak for long.
I spoke with her. She told me that you summoned her.
Summoned? Please be serious. I don't summon people.
No, that's not your style.
I did ask her to stop by. There was no obligation. None whatsoever. And I don't think she regretted our meeting at all. I really don't see the harm in it.
It's not your business to understand.
I'd really like to, though. I just wanted to give her some advice. To help guide her through this brave, dangerous new world. When it comes to that, I don't think you're doing enough. Am I mistaken?
You needn't worry. She's been introduced to everyone. I don't intend to leave her defenseless among the drooling predators skulking in the corners. And she might just surprise you.
I'm sure she will.
She's worth far more than your estimations.
Is she worth more than me?
Are you sure you want an answer to that?
All right, all right. I never took you for the fatherly sort. But I guess anyone at any age is vulnerable to the winds of change. Your concern for Feng is to your credit. It really is. However, I can't help making comparisons with my own past experiences.
You shouldn't.
It was long ago, I admit. But I'm still your only child.
You're jealous.
I'm not jealous. Although I do regret the unfortunate turn our relationship has taken. I'm worried about Feng, honestly. You would worry too if you were in my shoes. I just want to make sure she doesn't go through the same thing I did. The crushing weight of disappointment, the distance, the disdain.
Berel, I'm sorry. I made a mistake with you.
A mistake? What, pray tell, did you ever do to make things go awry? You dropped me in a hornet's nest and left me to dodge the stings. I've been nothing but alone from the very start. You gave up, Caleb. And did you ever once consider fixing your mistake?
That's why I'm doing things differently with Feng. I don't want to make the same mistake again.
Ah, such eloquence, which never ceases to surprise me. You've always wielded words with such deadly skill. But there is one small detail it seems you have forgotten. You won't be there for her much longer.
What?
Think about it. You're the oldest person in this city now. It gnaws at you like it does all the elders. You can feel it inside you, and it will grow and grow until you finally give in. How long do you think it will be before you leave too?
I'd weigh your words. One might think you actually want me gone.
Far be it from me to want that.
Yet you seem so eager to replace me, even purring up to Feng. That doesn't seem like a very loyal attitude to have.
I won't let you question my loyalty.
Then do something to prove it. Then we'll talk.
Actually, if I understand you right, and I think I do, we're of the same mind. With a few minor differences.
Is that so?
We both want what's best for Feng. So then why can't I see her?
It's quite simple. Either you do what I say, or I'll take more radical measures.
There's no need for that. I'm sure we can find common ground.
You don't come near Feng again, and I won't tear you limb from limb.
I was thinking of something a little more...
It's non-negotiable.
I see. I'll have to settle for that.
You'd better.
I just wanted to make sure she knew what she was doing here. I didn't think you'd react like this.
You didn't think I'd find out.
Don't turn this into a witch trial. If I've acted badly, it was with good intentions. But I've heard your message loud and clear. I'll bear it in mind.
Just keep your distance, and everything will be fine.
Yes, you've made yourself very clear.
One more thing.
A little bird told me about your operations in South America.
My dear sire, for someone I thought had no interest in business, you're remarkably well informed.
Nothing can stay hidden from the court forever.
Where's the harm in it?
Your actions have consequences for the Camarilla that you haven't considered. You could endanger the Masquerade. Don't you think you should speak to the prince about it?
I don't see how my personal business concerns her. She's already having enough trouble getting us out of this mess she's dragged us into.
You hold her responsible for this?
She's in charge, isn't she? She hosted the party. It's only natural to hold her accountable, isn't it?
If the court were to hear what you just said...
Ha! Do you really think I'm the only one who thinks this? You'd best be going.
I wasn't planning on staying, be sure of that.
It's been a pleasure. Please excuse me if I don't see you out.
I hope he understood this time. He won't get another warning. In your position, I'm having a hard time understanding what's making you behave this way. If I discovered as much, the entire court will know soon. Keep meddling, and you'll lose the trust of the few people who aren't sufficiently suspicious of you yet.
You know I don't give a damn about what others think.
Or what I think, apparently.
I'm touched, but there's no point. For once, I was looking out for someone. I know you think I'm selfish, a manipulator, but things aren't always black or white. You of all people should know that. I'm worried for Feng. She needs someone, because you can't be there for her all the time.
I thought I had made myself clear. I don't want to hear about any more secret meetings between the two of you.
Have no fear. I know what I must do.
Watch yourself.
I think we've said just about all there is to say.
He's unpredictable. I need to take more drastic measures if I want to stop him from causing trouble. You wanted to see me?
Happy to see you, Caleb. We don't usually let anybody down here, but I can bend the rules for you.
To what do I owe this honor?
I need you. Something's come up. On the night of the attack, someone sent a message to an unauthorized recipient.
Is that a problem?
Could be a major one. Not a lot of people can do that, you know.
You wouldn't be trying to cover up a mistake, would you?
What? Are you crazy? Why would I tell you about it if I was involved in it?
Maybe you're afraid that we'll find out on our own.
If I wanted to do that, you'd have no way of knowing it.
Is that supposed to reassure me?
It's supposed to prove my sincerity. I get the feeling that it's all connected. It's too huge to be a coincidence.
Do you suspect anyone in particular?
Jara Drory.
It's easy to accuse someone who's not here to defend herself.
Yes, and I might have it all wrong. But I wouldn't accuse her unless I had serious doubts. Think it through carefully. For starters, she's one of the few who knows how the system works.
She'd be able to cover her tracks, wouldn't she?
Maybe. But maybe she made a mistake.
I don't know. Jara has most likely been destroyed by now.
Do you have any evidence supporting what you're suggesting? Anyways, nothing concrete. Just a hunch, if you want to call it that. In my place, under the current circumstances, I can't really go poking my nose in her business.
And I can.
Nobody will bother you. I'm not asking for much. Just take a look in Jara's room to see if you can find anything that ties her to any of this. And if you could do it quickly.
Why?
Because I'm about to erase a ton of data. It's the Code Red protocol. And since Jara vanished, the Prince wants her personal data to disappear along with her. That doesn't give us much time. You in?
I could maybe go and take a look around.
Great. I found a key to her room. Take it.
Thanks.
It's our last chance to recover the data from Jara Drory's computer before everything disappears for good. Just insert this thumb drive and it will download everything I need. If she betrayed us, I'll know.
Fine. I'll go see what I can find.
Thanks. One last thing.
Uh-huh.
If you could keep this just between you and me.
Fine.
And don't come back to see me here. It's supposed to be sealed. It'll look suspicious. I'll send in an engineer after you. Give him the drive when you're done, but don't tell him anything. We have to keep this between us.
As you wish.
Let's see if Kaius was right. Jara has always been wary of new technology. Jara was conducting her own investigation. There is no way Kaius would be expecting that.
It appears Kaius was wrong. He and Jara may have been looking for the same individual.
That should take less than a minute. I hope Kaius will be able to use what's on this thumb drive. I think that's everything. Now it's Kaius' turn.
Hello, Mr. Missouri. Mr. Leto asked me to wait until you were done. He also told me you'd have something for me.
Here it is. Give it to him, and him alone.
And don't ask any questions. I get it. Are you done here?
You may proceed.
Thanks.
Caleb! Open up! I'm so hungry. I need blood.
First, I'll need some answers.
Damn it! Just do what I ask already!
What happened?
The mortals attacked the Red Salon! Wouldn't just leave me here, would you? Your honor.
You dare speak of honor?
It's not a question of my honor. You're my sire! Have you forgotten what that means? You never knew. You never thought for 1 second about what your actions would imply.
I did my best.
It wasn't enough. I felt so insignificant compared to you. I was nothing but your plaything. It's not surprising the prince won't let you take another child.
You certainly aren't an argument in favor of it.
You, Caleb, are responsible for what I have become.
I certainly am at least partly to blame.
Come on! Open up! I don't want to stay here and descend into madness. I can feel it clawing at my guts. I don't want to go feral.
You already are. It's in our nature.
You and your fucking philosophical games!
I've already told you, we are monsters. We may put on clothes and disguise our deathly pallor. As long as we've had our fill of blood, all is well.
Oh, the sire is giving his child a lesson. It's been so long.
I don't have time for your accusations.
Then what are you waiting for? Let me out!
Go. Find blood and get to safety. And I don't need you getting in my way. I'll see you at the prince's quarters. Farewell, Berel.
Caleb! Don't leave me here! Don't! Please, Caleb! No!
I should have rid myself of him a long time ago.
It's been so long. I have a lesson for you as well. You have to keep an eye on things you don't want to lose.
What are you talking about?
Feng. I saw her after you left.
You defied me.
She has been embraced, Caleb, but not by you. Feng is mine now.
What do you want? Why do you continue to disobey?
Have you ever listened to a word I've said? The only thing I ever wanted was to be part of your world. But you chose to abandon me.
It was not an easy decision to make.
But it's one you've never regretted.
You're wrong. This burden is mine to bear for all eternity. You've disappointed me for the last time. Farewell, Berel.
You see? I learned your little lesson. We're all monsters in the end.
I am still your sire. Your errors are also mine.
I'm only your child. When it's suits you.
No. What's done is done. There's no point in punishing you. It's time to start over. I'll see you at the prince's quarters.
I wanted to thank you. Everything ended well, thanks to you.
It's not over yet.
You're right. But I won't forget what you did on Long Island, and I wanted to make sure you knew it.
Did you have any trouble getting back to Boston?
The hound you unleashed made things a lot easier. I was nothing next to him. I got off easier than you did.
I'll recover.
As always. Now that we're both safely free of that mess, I have a question for you. It's about Feng.
Are you really that interested in her?
It would be a lie to pretend otherwise. She would be a precious asset for my business. I know you didn't plan for things to go like this, and it would be legitimate for you to get rid of her now. But think of everything she's worth, the things she could do. What are we going to do with her?
My plans for her haven't changed. It's high time she became one of us.
As you wish.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
Not at all. You've come at just the right time. We'll be done in just a moment.
I'm relieved to see you back here, Caleb.
You don't know him as well as I do, otherwise you wouldn't be so surprised. He's the reason we're all still standing here tonight.
I'm not sure.
I would have liked to tear Stanford apart myself.
He was fighting for his kind, just as I was. He deserves more respect than that.
He's dead now. Now we can focus on the future.
What do you have in mind?
We need to recover from this attack and make sure it won't happen again. We'll have our hands full. Ah, who knows? Maybe we'll have ourselves a good old witch hunt or a turf war. For someone who knows how to manipulate their pawns, it's the perfect way to increase their influence.
It sounds like you've got it all planned out.
Oh, nothing set in stone yet, but I see new opportunities that are going to take shape, and I'm not going to sit idly by and watch them slip away. You're the one who taught me that. Have you forgotten?
That was long ago. Many things have changed since then.
So, you're still part of this world.
That's not for you to decide.
You still have a part to play, my dear sire. It's up to you to choose whether you'll be sitting in the front row or standing in the back. What are you planning to do now?
I'm leaving.
Really?
It's not a choice. The coming battles are not mine to fight.
So this is how it ends.
It's been far too long. Don't make the same mistakes I did, Berel. She is no longer of any use.
She could become problematic.
She needs to disappear. I'll let you take care of that.
My pleasure.
I can't leave the court. It is my duty to stay and help the prince.
You haven't changed.
We'll see about that.
I heard you were back. It's over now.
Not yet. At best, we've won ourselves more time.
Your wounds. What did they do to you?
It's nothing. You should know that our bodies don't react the same way that mortal bodies do.
I understand. But still, it's quite a sight. Stanford is dead. Do you think that will be enough?
Others will come to hunt us. We must be ready. Like prey who have discovered their power, they know they'll be devoured if they lay down their weapons.
The next time, we'll be prepared.
We are partly to blame for this.
You're defending them?
No, but I understand them.
That's a rather subtle nuance.
Stanford wasn't fighting for his life. He was fighting to save his kind.
Look where that got him.
He almost succeeded.
Do you think this is the end of Boston?
Like I said, we've won a reprieve. We must use this time to adapt.
Disappear.
That's up to the prince to decide, not me.
That's not what I was talking about. I meant that feeling you get. Your urge to leave.
I don't think it will ever go away now.
But can the court still count on you? Boston needs you, now more than ever before. What are you going to do?
I can't leave the court. There are still many matters that must be attended to. It is my duty to stay and help the prince.
I'm happy to hear that. While you were gone, I saw just how much everyone here needs you.
I'm not staying for them.
The reason doesn't matter. It's the right choice. What's going to happen now?
The prince is going to need everyone's help. Now is not the time to waver.
Can we trust everyone?
We're going to have to.
I'm not sure I'm as confident as you. What about me? What part will I have in all of it?
I know that Berel embraced you.
It's not like I was given the choice.
It's what you wanted, wasn't it? The embrace.
I didn't want it to happen like that. But from another perspective, yes. I gained immortality, and I'm still a part of your lineage.
But you're Berel's child, not mine.
He drained me of my blood. I felt a deathly chill wash over me. A biting, bitter cold that came from inside. After that, I remember feeling only hunger. A hunger so powerful.
That hunger is our only company. Like us, it is eternal.
Berel fed me. But I still feel a dull pain throughout my being. I get the feeling that the worst is yet to come, now that I've made it to the other side. And there's this presence lurking in the shadows of my mind, ready to come out and take control.
I warned you about it. It's our curse. All we can do is try to resist. There is no cure.
How do you know about what he did?
Your sire confessed to it all.
You saw him? Where is he?
He is no longer of this world.
What did you do to him?
Nothing. I let him stand on his own 2 feet. That's all.
You left him in the hands of our worst enemies. Isn't that right? Otherwise, he'd be here with us. Does that sound responsible to you?
Berel is my child. You don't have a say in it.
Now that my sire is gone, I don't know if the prince will allow me to stay. What's going to happen to me?
It's not my problem anymore.
You can't really believe that.
I'm sorry, Feng.
Sorry about what?
I'm leaving.
Why?
For far too long now, I've enjoyed a power that I did nothing to earn. I've cut countless lives too short, caused too many incurable ills. As the years go by, I've grown weary of this incessant struggle. It's time for me to see if there's more to our existence.
As you said, the war isn't over. You'll be leaving behind the image of someone who flees before their duty, not a hero. What's going to happen now?
There's a risk that some will try to take advantage of the situation.
Isn't that what you're doing?
No, it's not the same thing. Every fiber of my being feels compelled to leave. I must follow my instincts.
You're taking advantage of the situation to abandon your prince. What about me? What part will I have in all of it?
I know that Berel embraced you. Did he take advantage of my absence?
He came to see me just after you left.
I told you to stay away from him.
I wasn't able to control my actions.
And he dared to do it right here.
He drained me of my blood. I felt...
It's of no... Berel made his final mistake when he embraced you. But that doesn't change anything for me. You must take his place. The Boston court needs you.
I wanted to thank you. Everything ended well, thanks to you.
It's not over yet.
You're right. But I won't forget what you did on Long Island, and I
was just doing my duty. What other
Huh. Others would have...
Lucky I'm not like that.
Hence my gratitude. Now that we're both safe... It's about Feng.
Oh, you're interested in my opinion now? Or are you afraid of how the prince will react?
You said it yourself. There's no point in repeating past mistakes.
I can't make any promises, but I'll put in a word for you.
Thank you. With your help, my head should stay planted on my shoulders a little while longer.
That all depends on you.
I know I embraced Feng for the wrong reasons. But we also need to discuss her future. You brought her here, so the choice is yours to make. What are we going to do with her?
She is no longer of any use.
She could become problematic.
She needs to disappear. I'll let you take care of that.
My pleasure.
He might have been... It'll...
What?
You embraced her. She's no longer my responsibility. Make sure that she serves the interests of the Camarilla as best she can.
I will.
I can't... There...
While you were gone,
I'm not staying for them.
the reason doesn't matter. It's the right choice. What's going to happen now?
It's unclear what the future holds.
Not knowing is terrible.
We'll have to get used to it.
What about me? What part will I have in all of it?
You must have some thoughts about it.
I'm tired of waiting. Tonight the prince will give you anything you want. But what about tomorrow? Who knows? Let's seize our chance, Caleb. You want to embrace me, and it's what I want too.
Without the prince's permission?
Berel claimed the only reason you were interested in me was to replace him. Don't let him be right. It's up to you. You need to decide now. What's going to happen to me?
It's not my problem anymore.
You can't really believe that.
I'm sorry, Feng.
Sorry about what?
I'm leaving.
What?
As the years go by, it's time for me to see if
Is there anything that could change your mind? Many here.
I've...
What's...
There...
So
With time, there are...
the illusion of eternity. What about me? Let's see...
It's time, Feng. You're ready to become one of us.